Walk through any mall, any campus, any workplace today, and you'll feel it instantly. A strange shift in how modern women present themselves. The spark is gone. The soft silhouettes have vanished. The bright colors have dimmed. And the gentleness that once defined the feminine presence has been replaced with something sharp, armored, almost hostile. It's like femininity has become a forbidden language no one is allowed to speak. Women used to dress to celebrate being women. Now many dress to hide it. Oversized jackets, shapeless cargo pants, aggressive haircuts, and colors that look more like battle uniforms than clothing. Not because it's stylish, not because it's comfortable, but because it sends a message. Don't see me. Don't approach me. Don't expect softness from me. Because somewhere along the way, femininity became a liability. I had a friend whose sister went through this. She used to be full of warmth, curly hair, pastel dresses, laughter that filled an entire room. Then she joined a new social circle. Within a year, she shaved her head, wore heavy military boots, and insisted wearing anything feminine was internalized oppression. She didn't look empowered. She looked exhausted. Not because she was expressing herself, but because she was suppressing herself. This is the real crisis. Women aren't rejecting femininity because they hate it. They're rejecting it because they're terrified of what it might cost them. Asterisk asterisk cost them judgment from other women. Cost them approval from their peer groups. Cost them belonging in a culture that treats softness like sin. Because today, a woman who looks feminine gets judged harder. Not by men, but by other women. You wear a dress? Trying too hard. You wear makeup? Pick me. You're kind and warm? Internalized patriarchy. Some of the most feminine women I've seen completely transformed did so because their friend groups punished them for being naturally beautiful or naturally gentle. It's not men shaming femininity. It's women doing it to other women. It's crabs in a bucket. Any woman who rises above gets pulled down. And so many women respond the only way they know how. They dim the light. They dull the beauty. They harden the softness. Not because they want to, but because it's safer to be invisible than to be attacked for shining. At the same time, self-destructive aesthetics have become normal. Extreme piercings, harsh colors, chaotic patterns, aggression in every detail, not expression, defensive camouflage. Because if you make yourself unapproachable, no one can hurt you. But the tragedy is, the armor keeps out love too. I've spoken to men who say they feel genuine sadness when they look around today. Not anger, not judgment, sadness. Because they're not seeing the feminine spirit they grew up admiring. The softness, the grace, the optimism that inspired men for generations. Instead, they're seeing women who look like they're preparing for emotional war. Men don't long for femininity because they want someone weak. They long for it because it brings balance. It brings peace. It brings beauty into a world that is already harsh. Femininity is not helplessness. It's harmony. It's the difference between a house and a home, between survival and living, between existing and thriving. But many women today confuse feminine vulnerability with danger. They think if they soften, they'll break. If they open, they'll be betrayed. If they show beauty, they'll be used. So they replace softness with sarcasm, warmth with defensiveness, femininity with hostility. This isn't empowerment. This is self-preservation rooted in old wounds. Hurt disguised as strength. Fear disguised as independence. Asterisk asterisk. And the result? Loneliness, bitterness, confusion. Women say they want strong men. But strong men are drawn to softness, not hostility. Men are biologically tuned to protect what is gentle. But when a woman becomes as hard as the world he faces every day, something in him turns off. He no longer feels needed. He no longer feels inspired. He no longer feels like there's anything to protect. Femininity is not about dresses or makeup. It's about energy, a type of warmth that cannot be faked, a type of softness that doesn't weaken you. It strengthens everything around you. The women who reclaim their femininity always say the same thing. I feel like myself again. Because deep down, femininity isn't performance. It's nature, and nature always calls you home. The happiest women I see today are the ones who embrace it. Women who wear beauty without apology, who nurture without shame, who stay soft without being fragile, who remain warm without losing boundaries. These women glow, not because life didn't hurt them, but because they chose to heal instead of harden. And that glow is what creates real attraction, real connection, real partnership. Men respond to that instantly, not because they want control, but because they want to give. Give security, give strength, give provision, give protection, not to ownership, to cherish. Femininity isn't about being less. It's about being different. And that difference is the entire point. Two masculine energies compete. Two feminine energies float. But masculine and feminine together? They create life. They create passion. They create balance. Women don't need to abandon femininity to be powerful. Femininity is power, a power the modern world is starving for. So here's the question for you. Are you hiding your femininity because it's not you? Or because someone convinced you it shouldn't be you? Are you hardened because you're strong? Or because you're scared? Are you rejecting femininity? Or rejecting the pain that came with being vulnerable? Because softness is not weakness. Gentleness is not naivety. Femininity is not submission. Real femininity is strength, expressed beautifully, and the world needs more of it.